Now here's Harrell. He's guarded closely. Here's White. Tries again. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles' turn. Louisville shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And the free throw, no good. A big group substitution here for Louisville.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, they've got Harrell. He's out there with White, and it's Mack in at the 5 spot. And a wide open look for Sanders. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Odom, the pass to Mack. This one for 3. And he gets it to go.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And Blair kicks to Curry. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Curry's got 6. And we've seen Durant go on to do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year. The first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
And the rebound goes to Louisville.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's White missing. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Doherty dishes to Curry. Got a piece of it. Now here's Sanders. Outside Odom. Sanders passes to Harrell. And White kicks to Sanders. Odom dishes to Sanders. Harrell setting the pick for Sanders. Second chance shot. That's good.
And both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to...
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cardinals ahead. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
On the court for the Longhorns, Curry. He's in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there at Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forward.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harvard.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court. Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Texas trails by 3. On the court for Louisville, we've got Sanders. White is out there with Payton, and it's Rozier in at the point. White, good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Curry kicks to Ellis. to the inside. Left side Curry. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
What a nice quarter of basketball for Curry. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game. Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Here's Rozier. Kicks it to Mack. Goes back up. And it's good on the way up. And Louisville leads by 9.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they've defended at a high level and remain in control.
Here's Payton, the 10-footer. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. Doherty's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Curry. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard, in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that. But guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mode.
The 3. Texas no good that time either.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Louisville.
Good point, Steve. And Clark, they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
I like their fortitude, their toughness, particularly in terms of dealing with adversity. Anytime things didn't go their way, they just put their nose down and stayed with it. And because of that, they were able to pull away.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Sanders. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Screened by Russell. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Price. Off the inbound. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And that one misses.
Carlos Rush. That's his first personal foul. At the line.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
It's Curry with the drive. It's blocked. Outside Russell. Price with the ball. So we see the Cardinals get the win here. They Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Texas Longhorns and Arizona.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns opening lineup. Curry in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Arizona moving the ball around. Lewis kicks to Lawson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Yeah, but how about the fight there prior to that ball being available? That's what I like and what you need to really focus on when they have plays like that.
Takes a 3. Lawson can't get that one to fall. And here's Texas.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case.
And Arizona with some changes. Hollins is checked in, and it's Carter in for Johnson. They've got Mitchell, and it's Lawson in at the point guard position. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And for Texas, Curry, he's in at the point. Doherty out there with Hudson. Then it's Richmond, and it's Turner in at the 5 down low. Lawson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. That doesn't go either for Lawson.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Pass to Carter. Kicks it to Mitchell. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by Hudson. And here's Texas.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
A big group. Curry.
Oh! How about that, Kevin?
What rain!